तैयार देख के खुश हो गया एकदम.
Okay. Now, I'm honored to be speaking with you today about one of the most
सर
essential
एक मिनट,
evolving
मैं
fields.
मैं आपका इंट्रोडक्शन दे देता हूँ. एक मिनट.
अच्छा, मैं
या
सोच रहा था
गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स.
Okay, okay.
आई एम ऑडिबल?
Yes, sir.
या माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Audible, sir.
My dear students, I am very glad to introduce Professor J.K. Lahir, very versatile personality in the field of operation and supply chain management. More than 50 years of the experience in the field of operation supply chain. He's been to military forces of Government of India. He's been to Patni Computers, Formica Company. In ASM group of colleges, he was director for MCA, professor for MCA. Very senior, very lovable man, and very dynamic. Huge knowledge of operation and supply chain. I call him as an encyclopedia of operation and supply chain management. Today, I am very glad to have his online session because of his certain health-related issues. He is in Mumbai, sorry, and that's why he couldn't able to come in person. That's why this online arrest lecture is. Now, I welcome Professor J.K. Lahir, sir, on behalf of Rajmata Jijav Shikshan Prasarak Bandal, Institute of Computer and Management Research. Lahir, sir, now dais is yours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to you, and I'm honored to be speaking with you today with all
Yes.
my students about one of the most essential and involving fields, that is operations and supply chain management, sir. So I'm grateful to all those persons who are attending this lecture, and I'm thankful to you, sir, for giving me an opportunity to talk to all of you. Now, sir, let me start my lecture with a brief introduction. As you have already given me, I have served the Indian Navy for 10 years, stationed abroad legendary INS Vikrant, where I learned the importance of precision, discipline, and teamwork. Sir, it is very important. Precision, discipline, and teamwork. These are three important things which are required in our field of business. I have held roles such as Chief Engineer at Patni Computers, Group Engineer at Formica India Limited, and Quality Control and Project Manager at various companies like Morris Electronics. My academic journey took me to Southampton University in United Kingdom, where I specialized in telecommunication engineering and gained advanced training in operations. Today, I'm a professor emeritus at the University of Pune and a visiting professor, sharing my insight with future leaders. In this session, I shall be sharing my experience with all. In this, I shall be covering only three topics, that is, the myths and facts about operations and supply chain management, the skills and trends which are shaping the future of supply chain and operations management, the exciting career opportunities it offers, and how we can prepare for them. These are the three topics which I shall be sharing my views with you, and I hope you will like it. Now, if we start with myths. What is myths? Myths are misconceptions. Common persons, they always have myths that supply chain is just about logistics, trucks, warehouses, etc., etc. This is one of the most common misconceptions. People often think supply chain management is simply about transporting goods or managing warehouses, etc. Actually, the fact is, supply chain management connects every part of a business, that is, sourcing materials, optimizing production, managing inventory, and delivering goods efficiently and effectively to the customer. To give an example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the company Big Basket faced an extraordinary surge in demand. To adapt, they set up micro centers closer to the urban areas, cutting delivery times for essentials. In that, they partnered directly with local farmers to ensure a steady supply of fresh produce and bypass bottlenecks. By using real time data and employing gig workers, They scaled their last mile delivery network almost overnight. I'm giving you these examples. A big basket success wasn't just logistics, it was a strategic supply chain transformation during a national crisis. I hope you have understood the next myth which is there is operations isn't innovation or high tech. Some people believe operations and supply chain management are outdated and disconnected uh, with modern technology. But that is not the fact. That is not the point. The fact is, the supply chain are now some of the most technology-driven systems, leveraging artificial intelligence, robotics, and Internet of Things for better performance. Let me give you an example. The company Amul, India's largest dairy brand, operates a sophisticated supply chain network for perishable goods like milk and milk products. They use Internet of Things, cold chain logistics to track milk from nearly 20,000 villages, maintaining optimal temperature from collecting to delivery. Predictive analytics, which helps Amul anticipate demand across urban and rural markets, ensuring freshness and minimal waste. Now, I come to the next technology. By integrating technology into their supply chain, Amul ensures that millions of liters of milk and milk produce reach customers daily with minimal delays. That was the myth number two. Now the myth number three is that supply chain are back end processes. That is, it has nothing to do with the business, and it is only a small process which is in the factory, but with no with no direct impact on business strategy. Actually, the fact is a well executed supply chain business growth business a well executed supply chain drives the business growth, that is profitability and customer loyalty. Now, growth of the company depends on the profitability, and the customer loyalty gives us the long term life of the business. For example, the company Flipkart runs a promotion called Big Billion Days Sale. You must have heard of this Big Billion Day sale. It depends entirely on its strategic supply chain management. Months in advance, they use artificial intelligence driven demand forecasting to predict high demand products and stock them in regional warehouses. Temporarily, fulfillment centers are activated during the sale to handle spikes in the orders. Artificial intelligence powered route optimization ensures fast last mile delivery even in remote areas. Their robust reverse logistics system efficiently manages returns, minimizing disruptions, etc. Flipkart's supply chain management is not just operational, it is their competitive advantage during one of the most critical retail events in India. Now we come to the end of this uh, myths and facts, and we move to the next part, that is skills and trends shaping the future of operations and supply chain management. In this, now we have cleared up some myths. Let's discuss the skills we will need to excel in this field and the trends which are shaping its future. Now, the skills which you need or normally which are required is many more skills, but one of the important skill which is required is number one, I take it as problem solving. Supply chain are dynamic, and remember, this disrupts happening every day frequently. Quick thinking is crucial. During the second wave of COVID-19, Serum Institute of During the second wave of COVID, Serum Institute of India faced a massive challenge in ensuring the distribution of vaccines across the country. They implemented a multi-layered approach. What is the multi-layered approach? That is leveraging real-time GPS tracking for refrigerated trucks, ensuring vaccines maintain the required and cold chain conditions. Next, that it was that collaborating with state government to priority allocation to high need regions and areas. Preemptively addressing bottlenecks by identifying critical choke points in their logistics network and rerouting shipments wherever it was necessary. Now, the partnering with private logistic providers to expand their distribution reach, especially to rural and hard to access areas. This multi pronged strategy ensured vaccines reached millions of people on time and safely. Now, let's move to another point, that is the next skill. This skill was that we have to solve the problems. Now, the next skill which is required by us is the data analytics skill. In that, modern supply chains runs on data. Knowing how to analyze and act on data is very, very essential. Reliance Retail uses advanced data analytics to predict inventory needs across its network of stores. In that, they analyze real time sales data to understand which products are selling fastest and forecast the future demands. By integrating predictive models, they optimize supply schedules and minimize overstock situations, which is very common nowadays. This data driven approach ensures a seamless shopping experience for customers while boosting their profitability. Now, I hope you have understood the second skill. Now, the third skill which is required is the technical knowledge. In that, the familiarity with tools like its production line and supply chain logistics. In that, the sensors embedded in machinery provide real-time data on performance, which enables the predictive maintenance and reduces unplanned downtimes. Now, by integrating Internet of Things with their distribution network, they ensure timely dispatch of appliances to dealers and retailers, which enhances the customer satisfaction and reducing stock outs. Stock out is a very, very common thing which is required. Sorry. Now, the fourth skill which is required, which is very, very important, essential for us, is the leadership. In that, we should have collaboration. The supply chain involves multiple teams. That is, strong leadership ensures alignment and success. The company, ITC Agriculture, the business division, works closely with the farmers, suppliers, and distributor partners. The leadership team develops digital marketplaces for farmers to sell their produce directly, reducing inefficiencies in the traditional supply chain management. In that, they ensure coordination between contract farming agreements, production planning, and final distribution to retailers and the processors. Now we can move to the sustainability focus, which is one of the important factors, and in that the green supply chain are becoming critical for business. That is, that if I give you the example, that Dabur India has reduced its carbon footprints by shifting to biodegradable packaging and optimizing its logistics network. And the pollution board is has agreed to this, that all these companies must reduce the pollution in all the spheres with their work. In that, they have also suggested and they have integrated electrical vehicles for urban deliveries, cutting fuel cost and emission. By revising their packaging material, they reduce waste significantly, aligning with the consumer choices for eco-friendly products. Now, now we come down to another product, that trends which are shaping the future of operations and supply chain management. In that, we come to the artificial intelligence and automation. To just give you an example, that Tata Steel has implemented artificial intelligence driven systems in its production and the logistic operations. It enhances the efficiency and effectiveness of their company. Using artificial intelligence, they analyze real time production data to predict the potential equipment failures, allowing preventive maintenance. Now, in logistics, all optimizes the artificial intelligence optimizes the truck routes, that is, reducing delivery times and fuel consumptions. This approach has cut costs and improved delivery reliability, ensuring customer satisfaction in a competitive market. Now we move to next one, that is digital twins. This is the new technique. The company Hindustan Unilever uses digital twins technology to optimize its FMCG supply chain operations in India. They create virtual models of their factories and supply chains to simulate production scenarios, identify inefficiencies, and improve operations. By analyzing real time data through these models, they predict disruptions such as demand surges during festive seasons and adjust production schedules accordingly. This type of approach ensures minimum stockouts, faster deliveries to retailers, and enhances customer satisfaction and loyalty, solidifying their leadership in the FMCG sector. Let's move to the third part, that is globalization versus localization, which is very being talked nowadays. Give you an example. Maruti Suzuki has localized 94% of its vehicle components in India to ensure resilience against global supply chain disruptions. By collaborating with local suppliers, they ensure a steady flow of parts even during international crises like the semiconductor shortage. This approach has strengthened their supply chain and reduces costs and allowed faster time to market for their vehicles in India. These are some examples which I am giving you. Now we go to the another part, that is what are the career opportunities in operations and supply chain. This is most important for us because we have to make our careers in our life. Key roles in field of operations and supply chain are, you can get you can get this operations manager. The role of operation manager is the overseas production and streamline the processes of the company and increase the efficiency. Number two is supply chain analyst. Second position can be supply analyst. These analysts are the very important persons. They have a special skill in analyzing the data which they have got. The role uses data to optimize performance. The third position which we can always get in the market is procurement specialist. They are not just purchase managers. Remember this, procurement specialists are a very intelligent and specialized people. This is a role which builds suppliers relationship and negotiate contracts and brings efficiency to the company. Number fourth one is logistic coordinators. They are not just the ordinary persons. The coordinator has a very definite role to play. This role plans, tracks deliveries. And the number five, which is the most important, is technology specialist. We must be technically sound so that we can give our best to the company and to the nation. This role implements and manages artificial intelligence and automation tools. Now, I have talked about this. Now, let us understand which industries are hiring these things. In this, you will see all the manufacturing organizations, the e-commerce businesses, the healthcare and retailers all rely on supply chain management. Now, companies like Tata Steel, Amazon, Flipkart, and Serum Institute of India, etc., are leading employers. And then I will talk to you on how we can start our careers. To start our career, we have to be very particular, and first and foremost thing is gain practical experience through internship. That internship is very important. In our time, it used to be apprenticeship. Now we have got internship, which the companies take the people who are studying and who are learning the modern techniques, and they show where the things are improving and which can be improved. To gain this, you must have internship with the companies. Number two is that you must pursue certification like Six Sigma, etc., so that you can be with the new techniques of the world. Third thing is that you're networking with your friends on LinkedIn and similar communities, etc. These are the three ways we can enhance our knowledge and make ourselves competent for the supply chain and operations management. Now that we have explored myths, skills, trends, and careers, I would like to hear the questions. And this is my last part of the session. And I request you to please ask me whichever question you have in your mind. And I can request Dr. Bagul sir to please let me know if there are any questions, and I will be happy to give my thoughts on this. Thank you very much. Any questions? Bagul sir?
No, sir. No, sir.
No questions? Then I have questions. Shall I shall I ask what they think of supply chain management now? Any students to answer? Not professors, only students.
Student.
Any student wants to
Is
answer? What is management?
No questions.
Now, if you do not ask questions, then I think my talk has not been very acceptable to you. You must have questions. Whenever you study, everything should depend on questions. There should be questions in your mind. You should ask the speaker, Sir, I did not understand this. I'm sure many of us do not understand this. But point is, we do not put our mind to this. And that is the reason
Sir,
we are lacking behind.
how to work supply chain?
Yes. Yes, sir. Boliye.
How to work?
Yes. Your
Supply
speech is not.
chain.
Dr. Bhagat, sir, can you please tell me, because I'm not hearing his question. Okay.
Sir, he's saying how to work a supply chain.
Yes, I have told you. You must have these skills which I have already told you, and then you must have some certification. You must start gaining experience through internship, and then you should have an internet with people who can give you the insight to the supply chain management. And you must work hard, and hard. Nothing comes so easily in this world. Please remember, unless we work hard, we are not successful in life. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Sir, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
which
Yes,
role is based in supply chain management?
no, you're not audible to me, madam. Sorry.
Which role is based in supply chain management?
Sir, what is the question? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. What is the question, sir?
Which role is based in supply chain management?
Now, it all depends on you. What interest you have got. If you are interested to have the people I had told you five things which are which you can become operations manager, you can get supply analyst, you can become procurement specialist, you can become logistics coordinator, you can become technology specialist. But you must understand, see that you have to study a lot, and you have to be really specialist in these things. Once you become a specialist, then you can be successful in this. My request to you is that please give a thought to all these things and see. I have just only given you only five posts which are normally given in the companies. You can choose any one of them and get a specialization in that. Thank you very much. Anything else?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me
Sir,
an opportunity to talk to you.
wait, please, sir. Yes.
Sir.
Now I request Professor Lakal, sir, please give vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I thank you, our chief guest, Professor J.K. Lahir, sir, for a seminar on myths and facts of operations and supply chain management. You have explained various myths and facts about operations and supply chain management. You have explained skills and which are various career opportunities in this field and how to achieve it. Thank you, sir, for your valuable time. I thank you, Dr. Bagul, sir, for organizing this seminar. I thank you all the participants for being essential part of this seminar. Have a wonderful day all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
sir.
much. And thank you for the management
Thank you, sir.
who has
Sir.
given me
Yes, sir.
to talk to you all.
Yes,
I
sir.
believe I
Thank you so much.
visit your college very often, and I have been a
Yes, sir.
regular professor in your college.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.